Today we're going to be talking to Mrs. Sherry. Is your name? Do you go by
Toy
Toy or do
Sheree.
you go by Toy
Toy
Sherry?
Sheree. Yeah, Toy.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just
So
call me Toy.
so they just call you Toy for short.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So today's discussion is going to be about should we support all Black businesses? But before we get into all of that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to interview Mrs. Toy about her shoe line. I think it's great. I've seen some of her stuff. Some of you guys may have seen it in the group. So we're just going to go ahead and give her the floor. So the first question I want to ask is, well, basically, why don't you go ahead and tell everyone about yourself and what business that you're in?
Okay. My name is Toy, and I'm in the shoe industry. Right now, we are designing shoes for females, but in the future, we will be designing shoes for men. Um, the big thing about my company is basically we are providing stylish shoes with a whole bunch of comfort. Every shoe that you see, it has the advanced memory foam in it, and it feels like from the heels to the flats to the rain boots that we're going to be
Today
presenting
we're going to be
to
talking.
a whole bunch of other things. Have you're going to feel like you're walking on air in these shoes. I have my degree in fashion merchandising.
That's
Um,
great.
yeah, and I basically have been working on this since 2013.
Oh, wow. So
We,
you've been in the game for a minute.
yeah, we are revamping and coming back stronger this year, and also in 2019.
Okay.
Um, I am presently a drop ship vendor with Walmart. .com with our affordable line, and that line is called Kiatu,
Okay.
which in Swahili it means shoe.
Oh, okay. So you took it back to the motherland.
Forever, Wakanda forever.
See the shirt.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, we're just coming back strong this year. We're going to end this with a very strong presence, and I'm very excited. And I thank you for this platform and this opportunity.
Okay, well that's great. Um, Now you said that you guys started back in 2013.
Yeah.
What made you want to get into the shoe business?
Well, like when I got my degree, I first started off. You don't know which way to go.
Right.
So for me, I kind of made my path. I did a little bit of understudy with Carl Brown, who is one of the owners of FUBU.
Okay. Oh
And
wow. Okay. Wow, that's
I,
great.
and from there, kind of broke off, and I did visual merchandising for Forever 21 in Maryland. I'm from DC, so
Okay.
DMV people, hey. I opened up a store in Wheaton, Maryland. The Forever 21 there is their
Oh
head
wow.
visual merchandiser.
Okay.
And then from there, I did visual merchandising for Victoria's Secrets in New York in
Okay.
their biggest store, Herald Square, which is right across from the Macy's. Anybody from New York knows where that Victoria's Secrets is.
Okay.
And through my process of finding like, hey, what do I want to do? What is my niche? I looked at the clothing industry, and the clothing industry is so saturated.
It
And I
really is.
know whatever I wanted to do, I wanted to leave my mark. And so I said, you know what? There's not a lot of us in the shoe industry, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And so I started drawing like different ideas. And then all of a sudden, before I knew it, I had over 20 designs. And then from there, I was like, well, dag, okay, what's the next step? The next step is getting these shoes made.
Right.
So, of course, I went to the Magic Show in Las Vegas.
Okay.
There, the manufacturers, what they do is they have a whole bunch of manufacturers set up and you go to each different booth. But with them, the magic show, you have to be big time. You have to have a lot of coins and you got to be ready to definitely spend a lot of money for the simple fact they only want to do bulk orders. They don't really, when you do the magic show, they don't really do anything 1,000 or lower. So for me, I know I wasn't ready. So I had to, yes, kind of step back.
Yeah.
Do some more research. So then I went on LinkedIn.
Okay.
And on LinkedIn, that's where I found my manufacturer that I still rock with till today.
Yeah, I've met people from LinkedIn too. So yeah, those are there's business owners.
Yeah, and so Jamin Lou has been a blessing. We started off with a very small amount of orders of shoes.
Okay.
And he's been working with me, and that's pretty much where the start of Indigo started, and the idea of me wanting to get into the shoe industry was the fact of I just felt like the clothing industry was too saturated.
Okay, well, how did you meet him? Like,
I met him on LinkedIn.
Oh, LinkedIn. Okay, yeah, you did say that. Okay.
Wow. Yeah,
that's cool. Okay. Yeah, so just like you said, there are there's not many people who are in the industry or who are people of color who actually are in the shoemaking industry. And I think I was reading an article and they were talking about how back in the day, this is like during segregation and all of that stuff in the South, Black people couldn't just walk into a shoe store and just buy shoes. A lot of stuff that they had was custom made by somebody that they, that they knew. So a lot of things, Black people had to try to come up with and do themselves. Instead of, today to where you can just go online, order something and have it shipped to your house, or you can just walk into any store you want. So I think it's great that we do have someone who is in the city that can actually, make these shoes. Now, another question I want to ask is, are these shoes made to order? Like, does someone say, hey, I like this design. Can you make it for me? Or is it all? Go ahead.
I've had a couple of people ask, and if I can make them made to order. Right now, we're definitely doing it on more of a retail base, like stores ordering and then pitching the stores and things like that. But yeah, I'm willing to make them custom made. If you have an idea, if you have something that you're like, hey, I want to do this type of shoe, I'm willing to do it. Definitely.
Okay. Do you have anything that's an inventory that's in stock right now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And how can people take a peek at your shoes?
Well, right now we're doing a filler. We have shoes on Amazon.com. All you have to do is go to Amazon and type in Indigos, and that's spelled INDIGOZ. And it'll pull up the shoes that I have on Amazon, and it's certain styles and certain sizes right now. But because we're in the mass production stage, and with the mass production stage, how that works is it takes about 3 months for all the shoes to get made. We're doing over 900 pairs of shoes in the different styles. So we're looking at around July, August for everything, the different sizes and more styles to be ready.
Right. Okay. So
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, right now we definitely, if you go on Amazon.com, if you're a size 9, if you're a size 7.5, size 6, we do have shoes available for you right now.
That's great. That is great. Now, with the now, what stores are you looking to have your shoes sold in?
Okay, so as I said before, we are a drop ship vendor with Walmart.com.
That's right.
We're just waiting on our factory to be audited, and our affordable line will be on Walmart.com.
Right.
And then we have that's on Amazon right now, and then we will be launching our website. But we are looking at like Von Maur, Nordstrom's,
These are
Saks Fifth
big markets.
the big time department stores.
Yeah.
Definitely.
These are very big
Mhm.
markets, and that's great.
Yeah.
Like that you're able to, especially tap into these big markets like Walmart. I think Walmart is not only in the U.S. I think that they have Walmarts in other countries and stuff.
Yeah, they do. They do. Absolutely.
Right. So
Mhm.
how do you how do you get in contact with these people of these stores like Walmart
Well,
and Nordstrom and all of that?
as far as Walmart goes, they're pretty easy. Basically, with that, you just go on their corporate site and
Okay.
you send, it says where you want to sell, and you kind of present your company, and if they like it, then they send you the link and the ability to upload things and start selling through Walmart.
Right.
And then as far as Von Maur and Nordstrom goes, I actually got in contact with their assistant buyers.
Oh,
And I sent them my designs, and basically just waiting on a word from them. So that's a process. It's a waiting game.
okay.
But pretty much, if you have a good product and you stand behind your product and your product is of quality, then definitely you can approach these companies and kind of pitch to them, because I know for a fact Nordstrom is receptive to new designers, and they're willing to take on new designs as long as it's of quality.
Okay. Somebody is asking on Facebook. She says, this is from Whitney. She says, asks how she feels about an Amazon seller, about being an Amazon seller or being a retailer on Amazon.
How I feel about that, it's to me, I love it. I love it. I don't have any complaints. The setup process was a little nerve-wracking. You know, you definitely have to have the right resolution for your pictures. Then you have to have the pricing. You have to make sure your pricing isn't too high or too low. But I've had a good experience so far. I don't have any complaints.
Okay. If you guys got another question, go ahead and feel free to post it on Facebook. Now, how long does it take you on average to get a shoe made? Like, let's say if you have a design in your head, about how long does it take you to sit down and actually draw it out and actually make that shoe?
Well, for me, the process is it just depends. Like some days I have blocks, some days I don't. I can turn out about 3 to 4 pairs of shoes in a day.
Oh, wow.
Just designing, just designing them. I guess I've been blessed in that sense of that creativity.
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't take me that long at all.
Okay. And now about how long does it take to make a shoe? Now, do you sit down and actually take the fabric and all of that stuff and put it together, or do you?
No, that's where my manufacturer comes in. And
Gotcha.
basically it's a lot of, because he's in China, it's a lot of like FaceTiming, it's a lot of emails back and forth. And luckily I've been blessed with this awesome manufacturer, to the fact where he sees my design and he makes it come alive.
Wow.
And with that process, with our Walmart deal, he's able to crank out, a mass of shoes within, like I said, 1 to 2 months
Okay.
time frame.
Right.
And as far as samples go, because you have to get your sample first before you actually get the sellable shoe. And the
Okay.
reason why you get the sample is because you want to make sure that shoe is exactly how you want it. It feels exactly how you want it to feel. The materials how you want it. So with that, it only takes him, as far as doing the samples, about maybe a week and a half, not that
Okay.
long.
Okay. We got another question. Latoya asks, do you have any upcoming events in Atlanta that will be showcasing your shoes?
Yeah, in June, June 13th through the 16th, we'll be at the America's Mart. We'll have a booth there. I think with that though, you definitely have to have your business license to attend.
Okay.
But that'll be our first big event is the America's Mart, June 13th through the 16th here in Atlanta.
Okay. All right. So you guys remember to check that out, write that date down. But you said you have to have your business license.
Yeah, you definitely have to. I think you have to have your business license to attend. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I can find out and get more information and send it over to you, Alton.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the first big event is the apparel show at America's Mart, June 13th through the 16th.
Okay. Well, that's great. Last question. Where do you see your business within the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, we definitely want to have a storefront. I want my shoes to be on every female across the nation, because this is a good process. I see my shoes being in major department stores. I see my shoes being sold on things like definitely Amazon, definitely Zulily,
Okay.
and like I said, definitely in department stores. We'll have our affordable line in Walmart, and yeah, I see it being big. I'm excited. Being a Black female in this industry, it's not too many of us, and
Right.
I want to be a mogul. I want to be up there with the Jimmy Choos. I want to be up there with the Louis Vuittons. The Steve
Right.
Maddens. I have a lot of great things coming with this line. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you really do. And like I said, like you give a lot of support, especially on Instagram. And this is how I found you, because I was like, who is this lady that always comments and likes our pictures? And I'm like, I wonder what business she's in. So I took a look at your page and I saw the shoes and I said, I would love to be able to interview her and to talk to her. And I mean, I just had no idea that your shoe line is actually bigger than what we actually see, because a lot of people don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't really don't realize how much work and how much dedication it goes into putting out products and
Oh yeah, nothing is easy. Nothing is nothing is easy. It's a process. We're still going through the process. And at times you can get frustrated, you can get down, you can be like, oh my God, why isn't this happening? But I've learned to trust the process.
Right.
And I'd rather it go slow and it be done right than to go fast and then, it all fall apart really quick.
Exactly.
Like I said, we're still in the process. We're putting out our fillers on Amazon.com. And yeah, I like I said, I know it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Now, I know that you mentioned something about putting memory foam in your shoes.
Yes.
And I thought that was interesting because I'll probably say maybe about 2 years ago, I had to go shopping for some new work shoes. And one of the things that attracted me to the shoe was that on the box, it said that it had memory foam in it. So all of the other shoes didn't. And I think that it's great that you're
Right.
actually incorporating that into your product now, because I don't think that a lot of people are actually putting those into their shoes. So I
No,
think that.
it's very expensive. It's
Oh,
expensive.
really?
Yeah, it's very expensive to put things like that in your shoes because of the cost. And a lot of people, they're just trying to crank out their product and cut the cost on them. For me, it's all about quality. It's all about,
Right.
definitely putting out a good product. So I did, like I was telling a friend of mine the other day, doing case studies and marketing research.
Right.
Um, Noticed that like the big names like the Jimmy Choos and the Louis Vuittons,
Mm-hmm.
they're very pretty shoes, but you can't wear them for long. You know,
Right.
you see females, going into an event with these red bottoms on and then walking out of the event with their shoes in their hand, or they
Exactly.
got flip flops,
Right.
and I'm like, come on, these shoes are beautiful. So why can't you wear them for a very long time? So my goal is to produce a product that is stylish and that you can wear throughout the event all the way until you get home and be
Exactly.
comfortable and look good.
Yeah, because I actually work in an area where there's a lot of corporate people, business people, and a lot of times you're right. I'll see a lot of these ladies, they'll have on their sneakers and they're walking to the office building, but they
Yeah,
have their nice shoes in their hand. And
yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah, so it's like, what's the old saying that the cost of beauty is pretty high or something like that, or paying
Oh,
up the cost of beauty or something.
yeah.
But
Beauty hurts.
yeah.
Okay. And just trying to provide a product that look good and still be comfortable in,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that a lot of products, or a lot of people, are making products nowadays, and they're not taking that into consideration by
no,
saying, yeah, we need to have something that is going to be comfortable and it also looks nice. Because, I remember when I was like 17, I used to work at a shoe store,
yeah.
and, we sold shoes like New Balances, right? Then we sold the Jordans. So the New Balances, they were ugly shoes, but they were like, people who were like the runners and all of that stuff, they bought them
Yeah.
because they were comfortable. Yeah.
I owned a couple of New Balances,
Yeah.
so I definitely know New Balance are very comfortable. They're really good to work out in and run
Exactly.
in and do all sorts of different activities. And
Exactly.
yeah, and like I said, for me, this is very important to people. Don't realize how many people are out here getting foot surgery, or
Right.
these women are cramming their feet in these shoes, and then you come home and your feet are hurting and
Yep.
you have corns and all. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. It shouldn't be like that. We
Right.
should be able to look beautiful and also be comfortable at the same time.
Exactly.
And
I agree.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, basically, we are out of time. I want to thank Toy for joining us tonight. I mean, like I said, when I saw her business, I was like, you know what? I want to interview this lady, because you don't run into people who make shoes every day. So, real quickly, how can people get in contact with you? Facebook, Instagram, all of that good stuff.
On Facebook, you can find me at Toy Cherie on Facebook. That's TOI space CHERI. And then on Instagram, I am on. You can find me at Cherie the Ambitious One. So that's Cherie CHERI THAAMBITIOUS #1. And then also definitely on Amazon.com, you can find Indigos, which is spelled INDIGOZ. You definitely can find us on Amazon.com. And we're coming, you're going to be able to find us on Walmart soon. And definitely, I am claiming it. We're going to be Nordstrom's. We're going to be on Von Maur. Donmar, and we just have great things coming in the future. Like I said, the next big thing is the apparel show at America's Mark, which is June 13th through the 16th. So if you have your business license and you're able to get down to the America's Mark in Atlanta, June 13th, come and check my booth out. We'll be there. And yeah, you'll be able to try on shoes. You'll be able to touch the shoes. And, you know, I'm excited.
That's great. That's great. All right, guys. Well, this is going to wrap it up for this session. We're going to be trying to do this every week, every Saturday around this time from 8 to 9. We're going to be having topics. You know, if you guys are in the group, you know, please feel free to hit me up with any topics that you think that we should discuss whenever we have these live streams. And my whole goal, real quickly, guys, is to try to bring us together. You know, just starting here in Atlanta, I want to be able to bring as many Black businesses together as possible. And let's just have, you know, civil discussions, and let's just, you know, support each other and just get to know each other and hopefully do business with each other. So that's it for this section, guys, or for this segment. And we'll see you guys next week.